Welcome to
What a block!
Triple Blockheads,
Back set, block down!
the podcast for all things volleyball.
Blockhead!
Aloha and welcome to another episode of Triple Blockheads. Makani here with Frank and Marc, and it's almost club season. I can't believe it. The years are kind of flying by. So we thought we'd kind of talk about what we're looking forward to in this upcoming club season. It's always a new adventure. And I think it's interesting we have a club person here. We have a collegiate person here.
Club director.
Club director, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Club director. Give him the shine. I'll give him a shine.
Oh, there's so much shine.
And different perspectives. One's going into season, one's coming out of season. So let's talk about what you're looking forward to here coming up here, Mr. Frank.
Well, being a club director is hard. There's a lot of responsibility. There's a lot of late nights, especially if you're also coaching. If you're running tournaments, there's a lot of planning that goes into that. A lot of chairs you got to set up every single week. A lot of mopping of the floor, right? If you don't outsource those things and you're doing them, there's a lot of stuff that takes a lot of energy.
Do you clean floors?
We clean floors, yeah.
Not we clean floors. Do you clean floors?
I take my turns cleaning floors. The floors are definitely a team effort. And the chairs.
And the chairs.
Shout out Shauna. The things I'm looking forward to, though, I think are the things that make working with kids just so awesome. And I have been lucky enough to change some things in the club over the years where most of my work that I do from day to day now is literally just finding different opportunities for kids to play within the club, whether it's with their team or they're subbing into a different team, or we're going to use one of our open tournament spots and we're going to make a hodgepodge team of our own girls from different teams, and we're just communicating throughout the week about can you play? Do you want to play? We have an open spot. Let's put a team together and play. And that's takes a lot of work. You're constantly texting families and kids and trying to find different opportunities within your own kids to allow them to play more volleyball, allow them to get extra practice in. And that wasn't how it always was when I was a club director or in the first few years of the club. You know, our teams were so big that there weren't really a lot of subbing opportunities. We didn't run as many tournaments, but now the more you do, over time, you learn how to maximize the opportunities within your own club and how you can find more spots for kids to play more volleyball. And that's always the thing I'm so excited to get to work towards every year and we keep track of it every year, is how many different subbing opportunities we had throughout the year. So last year we ended with 180 different subbing opportunities that happened, 180 different subs that happened throughout the season. So I want to have a bigger number than that. You know, I want to create more opportunities for kids to play, and that's the best part of my job. Makes up for all the other stuff that takes a lot of energy. You know, I am coaching a 12s team this year. I've never coached a 12s team in my life. I've done camps and stuff, but this will be my first season with a team that young. And I'm coaching a 17s team. So I've done 17s the last couple of years. I'm excited to coach that group. Excited for their schedule. They'll get to play against some of the best teams in the country. And as always, I'm excited for that arena and that challenge of getting to play against some of the best and try and navigate our girls through that. But with 12s, you know, I'm so excited for the different challenges that we're going to have with that group in comparison to the 17s. And I think I'm really excited selfishly to see real organic joy on the court again. You know, I think with the older kids, as they become more elite, the reasonings for being at that tournament are different. They have to be different. You know, they're trying to qualify, or they're trying to raise their recruiting stock, or they're trying to make a connection with a college coach, which are all valid good things, right? That's their future. But at 12s, their reasons for being there are so different. And, you know, there's going to be big, downs during the season where they just cannot fathom losing a match, where the 17-year-olds, they maybe brush it off their shoulder a little bit faster. But then with 12s, it's like there's going to be such highs that like you're going to see just like such organic joy about something that they've accomplished, or a sweet kill they just got for the first time, or the first time we run a one ball and them getting a kill. Like seeing just like everyone get so excited about that, I think is something that I miss a lot, and I'm just excited to be around that. And as a coach, learn how to like communicate what I need to communicate with 12s compared to 17s.
I think that is, I'm excited for you for that. Is we've had discussions about it, but like, how do you simplify complex concepts down to make them understandable and digestible for 12-year-olds? So that piece I think is exciting. And then with coaching young kids, right? Nothing's more like gratifying or rewarding than those light bulb moments. And you know where you're going to get a bunch of light bulb moments, like with 12-year-olds that are learning the game. And yeah, that joy piece is real. So I'm excited to follow along and see how it goes. I think I would struggle with all of that.
For sure. For sure.
Yeah, I think I wrote down something like 12s U in general. I think it's you're seeing the next kind of generation of volleyball players, and I think it's just really exciting to see those kids. And some of those kids are siblings of older kids that you already know of, or hey, you know, you kind of knew them through other sports, and all of a sudden you're like, oh man, they got big, and wow, they're really coordinated, and that's just exciting. To your point, I like the light bulb moments myself as well. I think I look forward to that.
And the cheers, we're gonna have some cheers. Yeah, I'm gonna have to learn some cheers. I'm sure they'll be the ones creating them.
The real question is, how many TikTok videos are you about to be in this season?
Oh man.
Will you be in more TikTok videos than you find subbing opportunities for players at your club?
Oh, that's a lot of videos.
Who's the over? What's the over? 200 is the over under on that? I think so. Yeah, 200.
That's a lot of videos. I don't know. Good question. Keep you updated on the next podcast when we do a mid-season check-in.
Does Frank still like coaching 12s?
I do think
44.
from a club legacy point of view, I'm excited to connect those two groups, 17s and 12s, and like have them see each other and be around each other. And because I'm sure for 12s, they look up to those kids like, I can't believe that girl jumps that high, hits that hard. And, you know, when you coach 17s, like, how do I get this girl's elbow to go higher or whatever it may be? So the way we can look at those 17-year-old players who are going to be some of the best players in the state, like having the 12s connected with them is going to be really cool and gives them something to aspire to be. And I'm excited for that. Be able to connect that so easily probably between the two teams, coaching them both.
That's awesome. We at High Performance, I was coaching a 17 team, and the youngest team, we had them buddy up with their same position, and the entire tournament they were buddied up together, and we walked to the gym together, and they watched each other play, and it was the coolest experience for both sides. For the older kid and the younger kid.
That's a really cool concept.
Yeah,
I think watching the younger kids could definitely help you, remind you of like why you started, how much fun the sport is. Like there's a ton of lessons for that to go both ways. That's really, really cool.
Yeah.
I like that idea.
With this 12s group, most of the families, that's their oldest kid. So I'm also really excited to like help those families navigate like what's coming next, you know, like here are the things, here are all these players that have come before you guys throughout the club. All of our different alumni, here's what all their journeys look like. They weren't always on the top team. They weren't always the best player on their team, you know? Like, for most of our alumni kids who are playing college, their journey, like most players, is up and down. And, you know, like your kid right now is a great 12s player, but, you know, like their development could look different the next couple of years, you know? And, like, trust the process. Like, I'm excited to be a part of that at a young age instead of you know, working backwards sometimes in that conversation.
I think just in general too, I think I'm looking forward to, as someone who's not affiliated with a specific club, just kind of seeing how the club landscape continues to change, and some of these kids just are totally different players from one season to the next. It's weird, especially younger kids like 13 and 14 going to 15 and 16 or whatever it might be. Like some of the development item you see from like the summer to now they're October, or usually I don't see anything until January, but like there's like 6 months there that sometimes is just they're a totally different player. I don't know. It's really interesting.
The development piece that can happen from start to finish in a club season can be astronomical. It's long, and it's paired, if it's 13s, 14s, with body maturity and just seeing how those pieces all fit together. But there's definitely lots of examples of, man, this kid can barely do anything, and then end of club, you're like, whoa, who is this kid?
Yeah,
that's not the same kid that I watched in December. You know what I mean? So the growth piece of club is always the thing that I'm excited for, especially going into recruiting. It's seeing the kids that we've already tagged or had at camp or whatever, and seeing how much they've developed in the time since I've seen them. That's always the fun piece for me. One of them. Yeah. The recruiting piece itself is fun, and I'm excited to watch volleyball without being emotionally invested in what's going to happen in the game. Because, my livelihood is attached to our volleyball season in the fall. So it's higher stakes for me than probably others. So it's nice to just, take a step back and just watch and appreciate volleyball for what it is, or players' talents for what they are, without feeling that attachment. You know what I mean? So that piece is going to be fun as well. And then it's our off season.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean I work any less. I'm still traveling all the time, but traveling's fun. Going to cities, eating new places, exploring different cities, cultures, whatever, all that is a lot of fun for me. The peer interaction, the aspect, the being able to just talk volley, in a no pressure situation. Some of the best conversations I've had about game strategy or whatever have been after a long day of recruiting, and we're just out at dinner, and people can be themselves and be open, where during season everybody's pretty guarded. They keep everything pretty close to the chest. I'm not trying to give you an advantage, especially if we're in conference, but when we're having conversations at recruiting trips, you get those, right? You get the ability to learn and grow beyond just what you're able to do on your own. So I enjoy that piece as well.
Yeah, the community of volley is something special, right? And I think for those that aren't invested in the actual season, or even if you are a club coach or a director, those tournaments and those settings it kind of fills your cup again.
Yeah,
it really does. The lull of the college season, and then you kind of go to these events and in these qualifiers or these even smaller local tournaments, you see coaches and parents that you haven't seen in a long time, that you have personal relationships with. It kind of brings you back to the why, right? That we do this because we love the people. It's kind of part of us. It's the community part of it, and I agree. Club above all the other things. It becomes the melting pot because everyone's going to the same place.
Yep. Yeah. There's a huge following and touch points, a lot of different interactions you can have, and I think the club season length, duration, progress over time definitely helps fill your cup as you lead back into your summer and spring and then into the fall again, right? Season itself is such a grind. I'm watching so much film, and I'm so invested in us winning, losing, getting better. When we get that break and club starts, it's okay, now it's new crop of players, new evals, get the landscape of the kids nationally, and that's fun. And then as club season progresses, right, we get to June and nationals. Now it's, even before then, I'll say it's watching the kids committed in our classes and see how they develop, and that fills me up because I get excited for what's coming. You know what I mean? It's oh man, in 2 years we got this kid. This is going to be awesome. I love seeing that development, and that gets me excited. And then once we get to nationals and we see our new class for that 3 years away, 2 years away, whatever, that fills me up too, because now I'm excited that they're new to the family and they're all excited to be part of the program. All of that fills me up, and now we're into summer and summer camps and then season. It's cyclical and it feels like a lot, but each component is so important to fueling you for what's next, I feel which is an interesting approach that maybe I hadn't thought about cyclically, but it does. It fills you back up and gets you pumped for more volley. Whenever, if you just look at it, you're like, well, you do volleyball all year? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
So.
The people who are in Marc's shoes and also coach club, I don't know how they do it.
Oh, man.
I don't know how they do it, man. That'd be like, I mean, it'd be like me coaching in the fall. Like, I need that time to like almost have different seasons happening, you know? Like right now it's we're about to be in club season, and I've enjoyed the living life at like 30, 40 miles an hour, and then getting slowly accelerating into it's about to be 120 miles an hour, and every day is going to be crazy, and I'm not going to have any days off. It's going to be train, prepare for a home tournament that we're getting ready for, and then I'm going with this team this weekend there. But, you know, those like Marc said, those weekends when you get to go to a big event and you get to see your friends who are coaching at different clubs in different cities, and you get to see your other college coaches that you've gotten to know over the years, like it turns those weekends into almost like a mini vacation where you get to be around your friends that you haven't seen in a long time. And it makes the grind of a club season a little bit more manageable, a little bit easier, you know. That's definitely, I think, the difference between like probably Marc's situation and coaching college from opponent to opponent. Like you only get to see one opponent per match, and you see just those people that coach. So if you have some friends that coach for that program, that's kind of cool. Like a club tournament is so unique in that you have so many different types of people that you might know there that you get to connect with and talk volleyball with. Like it's almost like you get to learn a bit about the game too while you're in it as well, which is like really unique to kind of have all that going on at the same time.
I'd say that is also a detriment to getting work done. A lot of times is like our first tournament out, right? Everybody goes to Triple Crown, maybe the best tournament in the country, invite only stuff, and all the coaches are there. And then the whole first day is everybody like catching up with their friends that they haven't seen all year. Oh yeah, how did the season go? How'd you guys feel? All this stuff, like all that recap stuff.
Yeah.
And then not a lot of work gets done, and then you got to refocus. So it's like you got to find the balance in there and still get done what you need to, because that is an important tournament, and getting back into the routine of recruiting and what those days looks like, and being on your feet for 14 hours, like all of that is a thing. So how do you balance, but keep the main thing, and still get what you need from the social interaction piece? Because like that's our first chance to like, all right, decompress since season, really. Like you get the holiday and then we're back out recruiting. So
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think the people that have been in the game for so long, that's what they probably appreciate the most, is like the other people you get to just, you know, that's how we all got to know each other, right? Is like you get in the game so long, you meet people that are just super solid, and you look forward to those weekends, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. And to your point earlier on like the college coaches or coaching club, I mean, that's a long time to be emotionally invested in a team, or, you know, like, and their outcome of that team.
Yeah.
And like the competition part of it. You're always emotionally invested in the whole year as a college coach, but now you're bringing another team, and the level of responsibility that most coaches put on themselves for the outcome of those individuals' lives. Yeah, it's a lot. So to your point, like I give huge props to those that can do both of them and to do them successfully. I think it's a lot.
Yeah, I definitely don't think I could be at my best doing both. You know what I mean? Something would have to sacrifice at some point. Like it just what would fill you back up, or I'd have to change my motivation, I guess. But that would be really tough for me.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, with all with clubs starting, there's also clubs starting. So, what are the things that score? What are some of the things that we're looking forward to?
Oh, man.
Air quotes. Yeah.
You know, there's this the things that just happen every year that they're just never going to stop happening. It's the team that forgot that they registered for our home tournament, and then they no-show out of nowhere, right? Like we host like 45 single-day events a year, And a lot of those teams are, mom and pop teams who are a school-based team, and it's just a mom that's trying to organize it all, and they forgot what tournaments that they're in because no system out there is really beneficial in helping you, show you what you're all in and what you paid for and whatnot. And, if someone signed up for a tournament and I've never seen that name before, Spiking Turtles or something crazy,
solid club name.
Solid club name.
There's gonna be I'm gonna probably guess that there's a 50-50 chance that team might not show up, and I have to prepare our tournament to potentially flip the script that morning and do a 7-team tournament instead of an 8-team tournament. Like, those things suck because you plan all weekend for an 8-team tournament and then that morning it's gonna be a 7-team tournament. It's gonna happen. It's for sure gonna happen. It happens every year.
Scar tissue.
Yeah, right. Some trauma dumping there for sure. I'm really looking forward to having days where I don't see the sun. Like, that's a real thing for me.
Oh man, that's a good one.
Just up and in the convention center before the sun is really up, and then you eat lunch in the convention center and get back to a court, and suddenly like you walk outside and it's dark out, and I was like, I'm pretty sure the sun happened, but I didn't see it. I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure it was up today. That's a real thing for me.
That's so good.
And right along with it, I'm really looking forward to my back hurting all the time from standing on concrete 14 hours, and I just like can't get past this like point of pride where I don't want to sit down at courts. I'm like, you're old now, just sit down at courts, but I can't. I'm just like, no, I'm going to stand. What if I have to turn around and watch another court? I just can't get past that. That's a real one.
I'm not looking forward to having to turn sideways across courts or whatever because
jumping jacks down the side to be able to fit through people.
And your backpack is on, and you're like, all right, I'm just like using it as a like shield or a weapon to try to just get where I need to be. I'm really looking forward to that.
Oh man, I'm really looking forward to walking 50 courts over for a match to end, and it'd be the only thing I need to watch over on that side of the gym. And then I'm like, cool. And then I'll start my trek back to the other courts. Gosh, I have the worst timing with that. I swear. The amount of times I walk up and the ref will be like, done. And I'm like, all right.
I am looking forward to seeing if any of our triple blockhead stickers are still in the same place.
Yeah,
because that would be epic. There's a couple of cities that we're returning to that I want to see if they're still there.
Yeah, we're gonna need to re-up on those.
Yeah,
get your girls back out distributing.
There's a gym in Des Moines, Iowa, where there's at least 30 stickers that are in there. So if one of them made it, that'd be.
One of the joys is when you get the text from a coach colleague of a picture of the triple blockhead sticker in some other city, and you're like, hey, saw this here.
Yeah, that was cool. What was that, Louisville that we had one?
Yeah,
that was cool.
There are a lot in Louisville. I'm looking forward to AVCA. That's going to be awesome. The opportunity to learn, see coach and friends, put some more stickers out there. Kansas City is a great city.
Yeah, that's going to be fun.
Excited to watch Marc in the Final Four, coach.
Yes.
That would be pretty sweet.
That would be pretty sweet. I wouldn't get to hang out with you at all, but it's fun.
It would still be fun. I'm really looking forward to like flinching every time I see a shadow in the convention center. Like worried about getting hit with a ball. Like nothing makes you feel less athletic than like something flies over and you're like trying to have a conversation with a recruiting coordinator, and then I make a little like shriek. Like really looking forward to them losing a lot of respect for me there. That's gonna be great.
I'm really looking forward to the variation of how the game is being officiated.
Oh man, dude.
Court to court, tournament to tournament, it is just completely different no matter where you go.
There's going to be, and I think we prefaced this early on in our first couple episodes, but there's going to be parents who are still going to be asking for doubles to get called, who just don't realize yet that it's all changed, you know?
But is that official?
Oh yeah, there's no doubles.
No doubles anymore.
Club,
across the board.
Club, you can do whatever you want with that ball.
Love to hear it. That'll be great.
Yeah. There's going to be a lot of like, oh, just like
a lot of cringes.
Oh, I still do it, even though I know, I still am like, ugh, that was gross.
I like that. That's what it's become, though. It's just like, oh,
yeah,
tacky.
Anybody looking forward to just the amount of emails that you're going to get from parents or from kids or from insert the person here either asking something that is completely obvious that they could already look for, sending a recruiting email that you really has no context at all. Did not go our episode about recruiting.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the emailing of schedules every day of the tournament, just to make sure that I can never clear my inbox. It's like, I have your schedule. Please don't send it to me. Send me that you're going to be at that tournament. That would be great. But once you're there, I got it.
It's on the World Wide Web. You're okay.
We'll be all right.
Yeah, I got to be careful when I say here about emails. Families fund our business. So I don't know if I could. I don't want to be too hard on anyone about sending me too many emails. I'm open for any questions you need you need answers to. You're not sure about something and you want me to triple check it for you? Shoot me an email.
Let's pivot that. What about other coaches from other clubs? Insert the prior example.
Yeah, I like that. Let's talk about the people who are attending our tournaments who haven't read anything and need to know if they can bring in coolers or not. No, you can't bring in coolers. We're going to have plenty of food for you.
I think we got to revert and plug our previous episode on club tournament etiquette. That's a good one. Reoccurs, right? Still holds true, even though it's a year old. Like, worth a listen.
All that is a thing still for.
It should be an annual view.
Just refresher. Honestly, every club should.
We might just repost it again.
In case anyone missed it.
Just this. No context. Just arrows on this. Yes, 100%. I mean, we joke around about all those things, but sometimes those things are also the things that make you kind of like chuckle, and you're like, we're back in the club. We're back in the gym.
Oh, and we're back.
And we're back.
We're back. Yeah, feels like it.
Some things change and some things never change. So
I'm excited for the in-practice music. Like, what songs are the kids listening to now? What's going to be hot? What old songs I bring out are still going to be remembered? Or if just everyone is like, I don't know this song. And it's like an old, not even that old of a Snoop Dogg song.
If they didn't do a TikTok to it, they're probably not going to know what it is.
Man, last year, like Vince Vaughn's daughter is playing club right now. I think she's like 13s or 14s. And like he stayed at a hotel that we were at and like met him in the morning. It was like, man, that was like cool. What a cool interaction. And I tell one of our committed kids that, and they're like, who? I'm like, what? Like, what? And they're like, no, I don't. And I name a bunch of movies. They're like, I haven't seen any of those. I'm like, where are your parents? Tell your parents.
Yeah.
Where are they? They're going to be excited. That was cool. So I'm continually more excited that none of my references or jokes are going to keep landing with these younger kids. But
yeah, that's so funny.
it won't keep me from trying. I'm going to keep doing it.
It is a total different language, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, I can't believe club's here, but it's going to be here very soon. We'll have regular updates on 12U coach Frank.
Yeah.
That might be just a normal segment. Maybe we'll have to like carve out some time.
I might just phone in directly from a tournament. Just sending out SOS signals.
Oh man. Well, but if you're just starting club coaches are just getting into it, continue the joy, continue to the drive, and watch our club etiquette, please. And we'll see you around.
Please, for everybody.
We'll see you around the bend.
If you see a sticker, take a picture and send it to us.
Absolutely.
We want to know which ones still made it and which ones need another sticker.
And they will be refreshed.
And maybe we'll start selling stickers or just giving them away for free.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, we can give it away. That'll be all right.
Yeah,
that'll be fine.
Make money on stickers.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Come on, club director.
Yeah, my bad. Oh, come on.
Always looking for the angle. All right, team. Till next time. Blockheads.
Blockheads.
Thanks for checking out this episode of Triple Blockheads. Make sure you like and subscribe on your favorite podcast platform so that you never miss an episode.